Good morning, everybody, and this is your Forex Day trade setups for today. So we did get a pullback onto some structure here, and buyers came in. We are just fizzling out at the moment, which is to be expected. We have a major area of resistance just above us. If you look at it on the weekly, we'll have to go back quite far in time. But you'll see there was the previous flirt with this area, which is 100962. And if we come to where we are today, you can see we've tagged that area 2 weeks ago, and we're now back in this area at the moment. So when we start looking at the 8 hour, you can see lots of potential resistance here. So it's not an area I want to be short. So again, we're looking to be long, but we're looking to be long off the pullback. So let's just have a look at the hours, see if we have anything today. You can see that was the previous tail, and you can see what happened here. We tested it once before. We also had this level in yesterday. Obviously didn't get to that, but you can see there, big juicy inside bar on that level. And if I just show you something on the 15-minute, you'll see a pin bar off that level. So there's your entry above the pin bar with your stop just below it. So it's about 160 point stop loss, and if you were still holding that, you'd be up 900 points. So for today, we are looking for more of the same, and obviously that is the area that you would want to see a pullback to, which is 100340. So pull back onto here, inside bar, engulfing bars or pin bars, we're looking to buy, and you're only looking to target 100962. Moving on to US dollar Japanese yen, similar situation. We had a flag that we looked at yesterday. We had the break of the flag, and both target areas were basically achieved. So what we're looking for now is a pullback onto structure. Now if we just have a look at this, you can see the break. There's the attempt at coming back to test the break, and then we look to move down. The thing that you can see here also on the 15-minute is you'll see you had a pin bar here, but if you go to the left, you're going to be looking, there is a tail there, and you can see not as structured as what the Euro USD was. You see there's a long pullback. You see there we basically flirting with something in no man's land basically. But anyway, it was a flag break. There's the flag break there, and we moved down. So nothing really else. Sorry, we're looking at the wrong level here. That's what we should be looking at there. Sorry. So there you can see the tails there down, and that verified the break for us. If we just come to this tail now, that is a structure you can see that we are flirting with right now, and that is the level we should be paying attention to today. So that's 145.700. So 145.700, looking for a retest of that for a breakdown. I would also just get this level in here. I'd actually be interested in this area here at 146.100. So you'll probably find another trend line there. So that is a megaphone formation that is forming, which is another consolidation pattern. There it is there. So wouldn't want to be short down here. I'd be looking for a pullback to this area here, 146.109, for a decent attempt to the move down. And then you've got a stop above the previous swing high, relatively large swing high, 600 points, but you'd be looking to get all the way back down here, which is 1,000 points, so almost a 2-to-1 trade. Moving on to pound and British pound, Japanese yen. Nothing really happened here yesterday. You can see we're kind of all over the place. We're looking for an opportunity to buy off structure, and that's the area we're looking at there. So if we drill down to the 1 hour, you will see that we tried to get there yesterday, didn't really play out. The fact that we're in amongst these moving averages is something which I'd be paying attention to as well. So if you watch what happens on the 15-minute, you see we've already got a crossover of the moving averages, but we are kind of all over the place. So this is kind of a sit on hands for me until one of two things happens. Break up above 168265, and probably only going to be targeting sort of this area here, which would be 168686, and alternatively there would be a break between 167753. But if that happens, you're probably looking at a bigger move to the downside, which would be somewhere in this area here at 167021. So right now we're in amongst moving averages, but it does look like a pullback, bounce, bit of a flag forming for another leg, and that's going to basically set up a cup and handle should we break this area here at 168686 for a continuation up. Just looking at the 8 hour, trend is up. I just don't like the way the oscillators are looking and the fact that we're in amongst all this chaos here. So very, very careful on this pair. Lastly, moving on to Euro British Pound. Kind of a similar picture playing out here, but look how flat the moving averages are here on the 8 hour. This is just an indication that you need to be very, very careful. And if you look at it on the hour, big up, big down, we're kind of in a range. So there's our range at the moment. And to be honest, until we break the high of yesterday or the low of yesterday, this is kind of an area that you need to be very careful. Perfect situation at the moment to trap you. And just getting down to 15 minutes, you can see going at the close what was going on here. No real structure on the 15 minutes on the moving averages. So this one, I think I'd rather sit and wait until the high or low gets taken out of yesterday. Then we can start looking for opportunities. If a low gets taken out, there's a pretty big juicy move to the downside, more than likely targeting this area here, which is 086245. If the high gets taken out, then you're probably only going to be targeting the previous highs here at 087858. Anyway, that's kind of my view today. I think this pair is a sit on hands, but pay attention to the dollar. We've got midterm elections on the go, so and we've got earnings coming out as well. So there could be some catalyst there to drive the dollar, and it does look like the dollar strength is starting to waver. So pay attention to that. Anyway, that's my view for today. Hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.